Sirianni said he plays rock, paper, scissors with draft prospects as a way to see if they have competitive edge or not. Meanwhile, as the Giants prepare for next Thursday's draft, Dave Gettleman insists that he is open to trading the 11th pick despite a history that says otherwise. Take a listen.
I've tried in the past. Honest, I've tried to trade back, but it's going to be value. I'm not getting fleeced. I refuse to do it. And if, somebody wants to make a bad trade back, God bless them.
All right, Skip, I need your reaction to both of these stories here.
Shannon Sharp.
Yep.
There was a time back in the 1980s and 1990s when the NFC East was the division in pro football. You know it, and I know it. It was hallowed. It was sacred. It was filled with the cornerstones of the National Football League. Honestly, my division, my Cowboys division, has turned into a clown show.
Yeah, you're laughing.
It's a clown show. It's a clown show.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
Seriously.
Yeah.
These other teams are now making Jerry Jones sound like the voice of reason in the NFC East, and I'm not exaggerating that. Let's start with Dave Gettleman. Every time I see him on television, every time I see the sound bites, it's clownish to me because he's a Jerry Jones wannabe. It's egomaniacal. It's look at me. It's all about me, me, me. And he's always trying to do something that will make the New York media, or in his previous regime back in Carolina, say, wow, look at him. Look what he did. He must know something nobody does. He took Daniel Jones. Is that ever going to pay off? I don't think so. He's been a little better than I thought, but he's not that guy.
Right.
He hired Joe Judge. He was the special teams assistant under Bill Belichick. Really? He had zero, obviously, head coaching.
That might pay out better than Daniel Jones, though.
It might, but it's such a shot in the dark to me. And then young Nick Sirianni, still 39 years of age. Remember, the Eagles hired him. He had zero head coaching experience and really zero coordinating experience because he was under a guy, Frank Reich, who's clearly calling the plays and coordinating the offense because that's who he is and what he does.
Correct.
And what he did for the Eagles.
Correct.
Okay, so what qualifies Nick Sirianni to be the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles? Nothing to me. And so I watched this goofy soundbite 2 days ago in which he's saying, yeah, I challenge them. We play rock, paper, scissors. With potential draft picks, you're going to find out how competitive they are. You're actually, I don't know if he's kidding or not. He said, we also watch Jeopardy together. He threw that in there. Jeopardy. See if they compete during Jeopardy. Well, we love Jeopardy, but I don't think I would try to test a draft pick watching Jeopardy.
I'm about to invest millions of dollars in the guy, or whether or not he know what potent potables are. Nah, I'm good.
Or if he'll compete with me on these categories.
You better watch the tape. What does the tape say?
Do you know Shakespeare? Yeah. I don't know. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Which brings me to Washington. And I have more respect for Washington right now than I do for the other two. But the owner, the longtime owner of the Washington Redskins, is always embroiled in some controversy or some allegation or scandal or something. Something is always going on with Daniel Snyder. They want him out, but no, he wins the power struggle and he's still in. And for years and years, he fought to keep that infamous nickname of the Washington now football team.
Right.
Can you trust them? I have respect for his head coach, but remember what recently happened in Sports Illustrated. Alex Smith, who obviously just recently retired, went on the record with Sports Illustrated that Ron Rivera and the coaching staff tried to sabotage his rehab as he came back from all those surgeries to be the comeback player.
Yeah, I just read something yesterday, Skip, about, and he's still going off, even though he retired.
Still going off.
So they had him going over bags and everything, and they tried to break him.
Yeah, that they were patronizing to him, make him do things that were beneath his dignity.
Right.
This is Alex Smith doing this. He is one of the more respected and beloved quarterbacks in the league. Am I right?
Yeah.
And he's taking those shots at Ron Rivera and staff?
Right.
Wow. So I love what they did with Curtis Samuel. Have nothing but high respect. I give you kudos for that. I thought Adam Humphries was a nice pickup, and definitely William Jackson III. He is a big-time corner to me from the Bengals. So I give you off-season maneuvers, except at quarterback. You're still hamstrung because you don't love Ryan Fitzpatrick. You think he's a roller coaster ride.
He absolutely is.
He's up one year and then way, way down the next year. Well, this is going to be the down year because you also gave some money to Taylor Heineke, who has one game on his resume for his life.
It was a good game.
And it was a good game against those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But they still have Kyle Allen. They still have Steven Montez. And I don't know who the quarterback is. Maybe it'll be pick one out of the hat each Sunday. Not sure about that. So do I fear the Washington quarterback situation? Not really. Is Fitzmagic possible? Does he have potential to rise up and beat my Cowboys a couple times? I'm sure he does. But the point is, this used to be the NFC East, and now it is by far the NFC least.
Yep.
And the sound bites are so wacky and so lacking of respect that I sit back and say, we just blasted my guy Jerry Jones. But seriously, he's like the elder statesman now. He's like
the voice of reason. Somehow, Jerry Jones has become the voice of reason.
And by the way, Fox Bet does favor my Cowboys to this day to win the NFC East or least. And you can argue it's strictly by default.
Right.
But I'm picking them. I bet my diet due on it. And it's because these other teams are laughing stocks now. In many ways, all three of them are laughing stocks.
Right.
And I never thought I would see the day I would say that about the Giants and the Eagles and the Washington football team.
Skip, Dave Gettleman, you can't get caught up in worrying about someone in your local paper, the New York paper, saying, well, you know, Dave Gettleman has never really traded back in the draft. Skip, what you do, you do your draft board. You evaluate the players. Now it comes your turn to draft. Now, obviously, hopefully, you're trying to draft the player that you need. Now, how many players are available that you need, that you have a high enough grade? Now, Skip, you might have a third-round grade on him. You need, say, player. Skip, you don't reach for him and bring him up into the first round. But if normally, you call the people that want to move up, they call you. Well, if you call them and say you want to move back, hell, I ain't going to give you value. You telling me you want to move. Why would I do that? I guarantee you, Miami. I guarantee you Miami did not call San Francisco and say, you know what, guys, we looking to move back the third slot. What y'all going to give us for it? No. Miami got on the phone. Somebody got on the phone and called, Kyle Shanahan called Miami.
They called.
No doubt. Oh, you want to come up way up here?
Yeah.
Or what you be willing to give up? That's how it works, Skip. You don't call somebody and say, I want to move back, and then think you're going to get great value because you've already, you're telling them, oh, he don't want to be there, so we'll give you a little of nothing. But you don't get worried about what people are writing in the paper. It's like he's reading the papers, and they're saying he's never moved back in the draft. And he's like, well, I wanted to, guys. Trust me, I want to. But I'm not going to get fleeced. And then, Skip, I mean, he took Saquon. Okay, that's a no-brainer. He took Daniel Jones.